Right, welcome back everyone to the deep dive. I have to say, I was genuinely intrigued when I saw today's topic pop up. I never give up. And straight away my mind jumped to its connection with investment psychology, which is just fascinating. You know how we operate here? We like to dig into the sources, pull out those critical nuggets, maybe find a surprising fact or two, get you well informed quickly without all the usual noise. So the source material we were given for this deep dive, it was titled very clearly, excerpts from I Never Give Up.
Yeah, and that title alone, I mean, connecting resilience, determination with the often pretty turbulent world of investment psychology, that signals so much potential, right? It really promises to illuminate why a certain mindset matters so much when, capital is actually on the line.
Right.
I was definitely ready to dive into the behavioral side, the emotional challenges, all of that.
Well, okay, here's where today's deep dive takes a really unique turn. Despite that incredibly compelling title, the excerpts themselves, they contained nothing, no text, no factual information, not even a single anecdote to analyze. It was, well, effectively a blank page with a really powerful title on it.
That's quite the curveball, isn't it? My review confirmed exactly that. Zero data points, no narrative, no actual content for us to synthesize. It's a bit like being handed a treasure map that just says treasure here, but, offers no actual directions or landmarks, our usual tools for sort of charting patterns and extracting insights. They suddenly find themselves with nothing to actually grasp onto.
Right. So what does that mean for our deep dive today?
Yeah.
It means we obviously can't dissect specific passages from I Never Give Up. But what we can do, and what I think is maybe even more important given that title, is lean into the concept itself. Because let's face it, whether you're navigating market corrections or resisting that urge to panic sell, the whole idea of I never give up is just profoundly relevant to investment psychology.
Exactly. Yeah. While we don't have the specific text to point to, the theme of I never give up in investing, it just brings up so many critical areas. Like, for instance, how often do investors make decisions based purely on fear or maybe greed, only to regret them later? A never give up mentality isn't just, being stubborn. It's often rooted in a disciplined long-term strategy. It's about weathering volatility rather than reacting emotionally to every single market blip.
That's where it gets really interesting, isn't it? We often talk about things like loss aversion or that herd mentality in investment psychology.
Yeah.
But adopting a never give up kind of approach, it actively combats those very human biases. It implies, I think, a deeper understanding of market cycles, right?
Yeah.
And a commitment to your long-term plan, plus the mental fortitude to actually stick with it when things get tough.
It certainly does, yeah. Think about it. A truly resilient investor isn't someone who just ignores bad news. It's someone who processes it, understands it, and still adheres to their fundamental principles. They understand that market downturns, while, they can be painful, are often just part of the long-term growth story. It's really about maintaining perspective, even when the immediate data might be screaming at you to, throw in the towel. And this isn't just about emotional control, it's a cognitive discipline, really.
And if we try and connect this to the bigger picture for you listening, this unique situation today where we have this powerful concept but no specific source text, it kind of highlights something fundamental. Usually the raw ingredients, the original text, the research notes, the articles, they're absolutely crucial for a traditional deep dive like ours. But maybe sometimes the most profound insights come from just considering the core idea, the concept, and thinking about how it applies to your own experience.
Which raises an important question, I think, for you, our listener. When you consider I never give up, specifically in the context of your own investment psychology, what specific scenarios or maybe what personal challenges or perhaps what insights come to mind for you? Perhaps it's remembering a time you resisted selling during a major downturn, or maybe stayed disciplined with your contributions even when the market felt really uncertain. What does that phrase actually mean to you in practical terms when it comes to your financial journey? We would be genuinely fascinated to hear about the specific content or the experiences you find relevant under that compelling title. Maybe for a future deep dive where we do have material.
Yeah, absolutely. And maybe he has a final thought for you to mull over. In this information-rich world we live in, we're constantly searching for those aha moments buried in the data. But sometimes, perhaps, a powerful aha can come from recognizing what isn't there. And thinking about how that very absence, that gap, compels us to think more broadly, maybe tap into our own knowledge, and to truly understand the core of a concept like I never give up, especially when facing those financial ups and downs. Thank you for joining us on this, unexpectedly introspective, but I hope still illuminating deep dive.